Over the past month, Instagram has taken massive action when it comes to cracking down on accounts that they think are spam. Many Instagram accounts, including my own, are very much being affected by this new Instagram algorithm. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys 3 simple things that you can do on Instagram every single day to overcome this algorithm update. So without further ado, let's dive right into this video. What's up you guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing because I produce content like this and similar to this on a weekly basis. So as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there's a lot of controversy going on with this new Instagram update. Even before this new Instagram update happened, Instagram had already been testing out other strategies such as taking away likes, as you guys are probably aware of, in other countries. Now this hasn't come to the United States yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple months they try this out and see what results and kind of feedback they get from doing this. Basically what they've been testing out is they're hiding likes. They're not taking them away. They're hiding likes from other profiles. So for example, if you post a photo or a video on your Instagram account in one of these other countries that they've been testing this out in, you would be able to see the people that like your photo, but other accounts would not be able to see this. Now a lot of people don't like this because they've worked really hard to build up their following and they get a lot of engagement through likes and comments, and they put a lot of hard work in the past several years, and now all of a sudden Instagram decides to take away likes, and it feels like all their hard work is just going to waste. Now I know likes aren't everything, but showing you get a lot of likes on your photos is basically credibility to your audience and to other people that visit your page that you post good content, and this might give those people that are not following you yet more incentive to follow you if they see that you have a lot of followers and you get a lot of likes. That might urge them to double tap on your photo and follow you because you're producing good content and you're showing that through your follows and through your likes. Now the whole point Instagram is testing out this new strategy on hiding likes is basically for mental health. Instagram has become sort of a platform where people feel like they're more important when they get more follows and more likes, and so when somebody posts a photo and they feel like it should get 5 or 10 or 20,000 likes and it doesn't do near as well as they think it should, studies have shown that this is causing depression and anxiety. So Instagram is testing this out to see if it's helping. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of this. I know I've worked hard to build up certain accounts to large followings and getting a lot of likes, but at the same time I think it's important to think about people's mental health, because at the end of the day it's really all about people's health, and if people are getting depressed and having anxiety over these specific topics, I think that's completely unnecessary. So honestly, I applaud Instagram for testing this out because I think it's a bold move. I want to say in America, there have been people that have been interviewed and asked what would happen if Instagram took away likes. And check out this reaction by these 2 Instagram models who were asked what would happen if Instagram took away likes.
Tammy Hembrow and Carrington Durham. Tammy has 9.4 million Instagram followers and Carrington has 1 million, right? So they're leaving Warwick, and we asked them about this new thing that's happening. Instagram may be getting rid of the like button.
What happens when Instagram gets rid of the likes?
Then we'll delete Instagram from my life.
End of it?
Instagram. Yeah. Instagram.
As you guys can see, certain people might actually delete their accounts. I'm not sure if they would, but they actually said in the video that they would. But enough about talking about likes, let's move on. Another thing that's been going on the last few months is Instagram accounts have been hacked, and I'm not sure if you guys have, but I've gotten several DMs over the past several months of people basically sending me messages through DMs with links saying that I should click on it. Some of these spam direct messages are actually very good because they include my first name, and I'm not sure if you guys have watched a lot of my videos in the past on sending DMs on Instagram. By sending somebody a DM with their actual first name in that message, it shows them that you're not necessarily spamming them because you took the time to write out their name. So these DMs have been really good, and I understand how these people have been clicking on these links because when somebody sends a message on Instagram with the first name in that sentence, then people are more likely to click on that, and that's why accounts have been getting hacked on Instagram. And one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video was because Instagram in this new update has been cracking down on spam accounts. Now what I mean by that is when you go on massive follow sprees or massive like sprees where you're just liking a bunch of people's content, or you're following a bunch of people, or even commenting on people's posts, Instagram has really been cracking down on this as far as blocking accounts temporarily. And I know there have been a couple accounts that have actually been shut down, which sucks because a lot of people get good engagement because they engage on other people's content. This is actually one of the strategies that I use. I like a lot of people's content. I will follow a good amount of people if I believe that they might follow me back. I'm also a huge believer in comments because comments get people's attention. I'm always trying to be the first comment on somebody's photo. That way they see, look, this person's engaging, and they're more likely to engage page on my account as well. So as you guys can see now, Instagram is making it extremely hard for accounts to grow. Not every account can just post good content and eventually end up on the explore page and then get a bunch of organic followers. A lot of us, including me on a lot of my accounts, and I'm sure you guys as well, have had to manually follow a lot of people and then unfollow a lot of people that don't follow you back to eventually grow your account. I know a lot of people are against follow and then unfollow, but it works when you actually keep following those people that follow you as well. So to avoid being blocked on Instagram, I have 3 simple methods that I have been implementing over the last several weeks, and I think you guys should actually check these out and see if they work for you, because they've helped my accounts grow, not as fast as when I spam follow people and spam like people. I get a lot of people to follow me when I do that, but this is still a strategy that works, and I want to share it with you guys. That way you guys can keep your accounts unblocked, keep using them, and still continue to gain followers and grow your audience daily. So my first method for you guys is take more time when you're following these accounts. Now that you can't just spam follow a bunch of people, because if Instagram sees that you're doing that, your account can get blocked, so we don't want that. What I mean by this is actually take more time when you're choosing to follow somebody. Take the time to actually look, number one, and see if that's a real account. There's a lot of fake accounts, so take the time to see if they have real followers. Also, see if they've been posting regularly. That way, when you look at their account, if they've recently posted a picture, they're more likely to follow you back if you give them a follow and like their last picture. Another thing that I think is really important to focus on now is ratio. Now, I know a lot of people hate having a high ratio of followers to following, and that's just how people are. I obviously don't want to have 10,000 followers and to be following 10,000 people. It just doesn't look really good on your account. So take more time when you're looking to follow someone. If they have a lot of followers and they're not following that many people, obviously your chances of getting them to follow you back are probably not very high. But on the other hand, if they don't have that many followers and they're following, a lot more people, the chances of them following you back obviously go up a fat percentage, because if they're following a bunch of people and they don't really have a lot of followers, they don't really care about the ratio of their account, so they're more likely to follow you back. I've talked about this in other videos, but now that this update has happened with Instagram and they're blocking accounts for spam following people, I really think you guys should take the time when you are choosing to follow people. Method number 2 is something that I've also mentioned in the past on one of my videos. This method is actually going on and seeing people that have commented on other people's pictures. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a popular person's account. It could literally just be one of your friends, and if they get a couple comments on their photo, why don't you go check out and see who actually left those comments, and then check out their account, look at their ratios, see if they might be a potential follower for you in the future. People that comment on other people's photos and videos are probably the best followers that you could get if they eventually follow you back, because when you look at someone's photo and you see the amount of likes and the amount of comments, usually the likes and the comment ratio is like 10 to 1, sometimes less, sometimes more, but usually people have way more likes on their photos and videos than comments. So when you actually go in and look at those accounts that have commented on the video or the picture, they're more likely to be engaging. You want them commenting on your photos, your videos, and obviously you're going to do the same for them if they end up following you. Now, my third method is an unfollow method. Now, in the past, I've talked about certain apps that you can actually use to bulk unfollow those people that never followed you back, which makes your time a lot more valuable, because rather than actually going through and manually unfollowing people, it's going to take you a lot less time when you actually go and unfollow people in sets of bulk. With this new update, that could actually hurt your account. I would say maybe test it out. You can still try some of those apps, but I'm not gonna lie, some of these apps that I've talked about in the past don't even work for me anymore. So to be safe and not get my accounts blocked, I've been manually unfollowing people. Yes, I know this takes a long time, but I have a simple strategy that you guys can do. I'm gonna show on the screen right here, and you can do this and unfollow multiple accounts within minutes. So let's say you spent the last 2 or 3 days slowly following accounts and getting some followers back. Obviously, not everybody's going to follow you back, so you're gonna have that group of people that you need to unfollow because obviously they had 2 or 3 days to follow you back and they did not. So pretty much you're gonna want to unfollow those people. That way you can lower your followers and eventually follow new batches of people and get them onto your account. So if you never unfollowed these people that never followed you back, you're gonna eventually have a number where it's way higher of following than the amount of followers that you have. So obviously you wanna clean up up those numbers. That way you can eventually follow new batches of people and get new followers. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go onto your Instagram account, you're gonna open up the app. So once you're on your account, you're gonna click on following. Now you guys can see over here, it's not necessarily in order. So what you're gonna do, and this is I think a new update by Instagram as well, is you're gonna click on this little circle with these 2 arrows. This little thing's gonna pop up and it's gonna say date followed latest, and then below that, date followed earliest. What that means, if you guys don't know, the earliest means those were like the very first people you ever followed on your account. And latest means those are the most recent people that you followed. So we're gonna click on latest. Once that loads, at the top, it's gonna pop up the most recent person that you followed. Now what you can do from this is you can click on the profile at the very, very top, and you're gonna go over and click on their following. Once you look at who they're following, if you don't pop up at the top of the page, that means they're not following you back. Now this is cool because you don't have to scroll through their account and see if they're following you. If you're not popping up at the very top of their following list, that means they're not following you. It doesn't matter if you followed them a long time ago or if you recently followed them. If you're not popping up at all on the top of the page, they are not following you. So the next thing to do would be to click back once, twice, and then click on the following button. Once they're unfollowed, scroll down, that way you can see the next person. If that person was actually following you, just go back, scroll down, and move on to the next person. That way you don't get mixed up and end up checking the same person twice. I know this is a very slow method compared to bulk unfollowing people, but this is a way that Instagram will not shut you down because you're not mass unfollowing people. You're going a lot slower than if you were to be bulk unfollowing people. You guys can test this out for yourself. I just don't want you guys to get blocked because that would be no fun and nobody wants that. So there's my 3 tips, you guys. Hopefully you can implement those. Let me know down in the comment box if they work for you, or if you guys have better solutions for following people and unfollowing people, because I'm always trying to figure new stuff out on my own, but a lot of people have better ideas than me when it comes to Instagram. So I'm very open when it comes to learning new strategies and new processes. I know the methods that I showed you guys were kind of slower processes as following people and unfollowing, but here's the thing. Your account is not the only account that is being watched by Instagram. Other people's accounts are doing the same thing. So other people can't mass follow people and mass unfollow people. So when it comes down to it, it's literally the people that work harder and who figure the systems out and figure the algorithms out that are going to progress and gain more followers in 2019 and going into 2020. Hopefully this works for you guys. If it does, let me know in the comments. If it doesn't, also let me know in the comments. If you guys found this video valuable at all, please drop a like. That's always appreciated. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit that button right there, subscribe for weekly content. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.